Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. As you can see, it is the three amigos, good friends, Dion and Matt. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing well. I feel like I have my angry pants on. I won't lie. I'm a little grumpy today.
Yeah, you got some
Because
nasty quotes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Must
that
be
would
all
make
those
me
contract
grumpy.
quotes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
contractor quotes. And Dion, how are you?
Howdy. I'm doing great. I'm hoping some people can cheer us up in the comments down below because all the things Matt said before we hit record today.
Yeah,
I'm depressed.
I'm depressed. I'm depressed.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah.
Dion comes with the fire. He is gracious enough to list out some topics. I'm like, I want that one for the channel. And this topic is going to be, we had family and friends that have been close to us for decades, if not our entire life. And we obviously, all of us started this journey over 10 years ago, some of us nearly 20 years ago. And we obviously, all three of us have YouTube channels. We all are clearly inspiring thousands of people, if not tens of thousands of people every day to take positive action. But Dion said, what about your family and friends? Did anybody jump on? And if not, why not? So I thought that was a really wild conversation. So Dion, great topic. When you think about this, why didn't more of our family and friends just follow our lead?
It's actually kind of why I brought the topic up. I was hoping you guys had a good answer.
Whenever you're ready, I've got one.
Okay, good. My brother reached financial freedom by investing in real estate, and some of the things he said stopped me for a decade. He had one sentence, stopped me from investing for a decade. So I'm wondering if there's things I'm saying that are stopping my friends and coworkers when I had them. Matt. My brother said, whenever I buy a property, and when in the beginning, he said, in 11 years, I get my money back. Ooh. He's tightened his buy box down to he gets him back in like 5 to 6 years now. So he's doing better. But I thought that was silly. Like, you have your money, you buy a property, 11 years later, you get your money. You had your money. Why would you go through all of that just to get your money back? It was like my brain stopped thinking right there, not realizing that he had his money the whole time.
Right.
It was in the property. It just wasn't sitting in the bank. It was actually in the property, producing the money to double how much he invested. And so that kept me from investing for 10 years. And I for the last 13 years, I worked at a company with about 60 staff. Two of them invested in real estate. One retired in August after 4 years of investing. So it's not just, hey, look what I did. I've helped this person. They reproduced it in a shorter time period and retired. And a lot of people will say, yep, as soon as prices crash, as soon as interest rates come back down. So somebody's watching the other YouTube content that says it's always a good time to wait.
Yeah. All right, Matt, what you got?
We make it look easy. We make it look easy. That's what it is. We make it look easy. I literally, kid you not, while we were on here, I literally got a text from a good friend of mine, sends me the link to a property. Good deal in your opinion, question mark?
Is it at least in your area? That's funny.
Oh, I'm going to steal that. I love that. Because I've wanted to do that to like the housing authority of Pierce County.
This is what I do. Every 6 months, I have something worth repeating. Nice. But this is the craziness. This is the absurdity. So I've got friends, I've got family, I've got all these things. I literally have a family member that has been every single time I see them for the last year. Matt, let's just want to get some of your time. Awesome. Sounds good. Shoot me a text. In the last 2 weeks, that person has stood me up 3 times. 3 times. Bro, I don't need you. I don't need you. You need me. My time's valuable. I'm not chasing you. So the issue is they don't want to do the work because we've made it look really easy because they're not there. It's just like the guy, right, Mike? You know, the guy in the gym who's shooting 1,000 free throws a week. And then everyone is astonished when he's a 92% free throw shooter. How do you think he got there? Oh, he just has a natural stroke. Yeah. He made a natural stroke because he did it
looks so effortless
a week. Right. Right. Like, why does Steph Curry look like poetry in motion when shooting the three? Like, because he's done it a billion times. So we make it look too easy. And then when they see that there's an element of work there and effort, you have to make effort. You have to do the work.
Yeah, I think all of those are dead on. I agree with all of those. I think one, to just kind of take a right turn, I think of a couple of family members. They would probably tell you, if you gave them truth serum, they had other priorities.
Sure.
Right.
Of course.
You know, somebody close to me, it's as crazy it is to say today, and they may say it's wrong today, but I think what they believed before was money was not important. Thus, they've never worked for it. They never had any. They were all more about the universe bringeth and all of that hippie stuff. And I was always, you know, working 2 or 3 jobs, and it's a she. If my mom watches this, she's going to know who I'm talking about. I might get an angry phone call later today.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah. And, you know, that's one way you could go. And I actually said one time to her, I said, I don't know. I think I was like 33 or 34 at the time, busting my ass. I've been working 2 jobs forever. And I said, I don't know who is right. You might be right. Because it appeared on the outward that she was happier and bouncing around, flitting around. And I'm here, you know, getting on airplanes, which I freaking hate every time. And, you know, stressing out about this and that, and carrying a quota around my neck, and, you know, could be fired in a heartbeat. And here she is, just bouncing around. And, you know, now, you know, I'm over 50, she's close, and she's never changed, and I don't have to work anymore. So I think the answer is, I think my path was better, but I didn't know that at 30. So that's the thing that I go back to thinking too, behind we make it look easy and those things. So Dion, you got anything else?
I think you touched on something that I almost see the opposite of, but they mean the same. If that it makes total sense if you don't think about it. So they said money doesn't matter, right? So they were living their life. And you were focusing on money and working really hard so you can get to the point where we didn't know it then, but now we realize the rest of our lives never have to think about money again, right? But the people that in my life, so I'm not going to put words in someone else's mind, that literally the people I know who say money doesn't matter work the most.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's funny how it's funny to me. It's funny now that you're mentioning how the situation flipped. At 33 years old, she is saying money doesn't matter. I'm happy. The universe will giveth and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that shit sounds crazy. I'm going to bust my ass so I have something in the future. Fast forward 20 years. Yeah, money doesn't matter now. And she's like, how do I do this? How do I do that? I'm like, well, get in a time machine. You know, so it's kind of funny. Matt, what do you got to bring us home?
I think it again, there is, you invest your time in something. Are you investing your time in television? It could be great TV that teaches you nothing. It could be great TV that teaches you a lot. I watch probably 3 to 5 documentaries a week. So I am just an absolute machine learning when I'm watching television. I have it on in the background a lot because I have my laptop open a lot when I'm doing research, and I can actually accomplish 2 things at the same time, which is multitasking. If you have to stop doing one or the other, then you're not actually multitasking. You're actually single tasking. But I just because I know there's some people that watch and want that clarification. But I think the biggest challenge is it's effort, and you invest your time. You invest your time, and where you're investing that time makes a difference. It makes a difference. If you want, my kids, I invest a lot of time in my kids. Most of my waking hours when I'm not in the office, and I'm pretty scheduled in the office now, I make an effort and I invest my time in my kids a lot. So I spend more time with my kids than probably 95% of the dads in America. And that's going to have a return on it. When my kids are older, that's going to have a return on it. They're going to understand their dad. They're going to understand the values and the morals that I have. And so I think what it really comes down to is you're investing your time in something, and that's the most valuable thing you have, not your money. The most valuable thing you have is your time. And if that's the case, where are you investing it?
Yeah. Dion, closing thoughts, and where can people find you?
I love how you said it, Matt. You invest your time in something, and you're going to be alive in 5 years. What are you going to invest your time in that makes your life better in 5 years?
Yep.
I like
You
it.
can find me right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom. My live streams are Tuesday afternoons, 4 p.m. Pacific.
And Matt, find you?
Lumberjack Landlord, YouTube, Instagram, and live streams 11:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, and then the last thing that just entered my head I want to kind of end on is a lot of people kind of early in my kind of journey, they were looking for the guarantee. And
Sure.
I didn't have one. I still don't have one. I know work pays off. I know not taking the shot means you miss. There is no guarantee. But I do hope all of you are alive in 5 years and you have the option to invest today. Because again, you'll be alive in 5 years. So guys, thank you very much. The Three Amigos is a highlight of my week. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Ciao.